What is going on, everybody? Hopefully you guys are enjoying your weekend. It's Saturday, staying safe. But yeah, here's another rambling video. A few things I want to talk about is career, dating, having children out of wedlock, and just kind of generally around that stuff. My situation is, I don't know, maybe common, maybe not common, but these are the things that have happened, and they have put so much stress on my life at this point that almost not every day, but quite frequently I go back and forth with a lot of different things. I had a child out of wedlock. At the point that I was dating my ex, I want to say that I was, pretty much not checked out of dating, not turned off on marriage or anything. I just said, wow, I can't allow myself to be in situations where it's just a one night stand, or like something kind of frequent, because pretty much I was just like, all right, what do I do? I want commitment, I want a family. Love would be awesome. The woman that I'm with doesn't have to be the hottest woman in the world. She doesn't have to have big chesticles or small chesticles. There's really no requirements. Just someone that was fun, attractive in my eyes though, fun, interesting, had goals for herself, big, small, medium, it didn't matter. Just something, and definitely motherly qualities, and I kind of kicked myself in the butt a few times, because when I think of motherly qualities, my view on motherly qualities nowadays is completely different than what it was 3 years ago, almost 4 years ago. And back then I thought it was just someone who was very sweet, someone that just listened to everything that I said, and didn't speak up or talk to me, or communicate with me at all. A lot of that was my fantasy though, I guess. And when I say fantasy, it's not like I was daydreaming or anything, but more realistically, I think I built a picture in my head of what a woman should be, instead of going with, all right, who's this woman that I'm with, and how are we together? I got blinded by the physical quite significantly, because at this point I said, and this is funny too, because I told her this as well, but and this was when I think Match.com started kind of blowing up a little bit more for commitment. I had done Tinder, and I was just like, wow. This was fun, I'm done. And then Bumble was just weird. What else did I do? I think I did Badoo. That was disgusting. And then Plenty of Fish. I had a lot of luck on Plenty of Fish too when it first came out, and then it just was like, nah, I'm good. No, thank you. No, thank you. I got too much going on. But one of my sisters ended up getting married to her husband, and granted, she's significantly older than me. I have a large family, so I said, you know what? It's kind of weird to meet someone online because I've never done that. For me, I go up and shoot my shot, strike out a lot. Sometimes I get lucky and I say, oh, cool, I got a number. All right, let's see if they text back. And then it works out. And sometimes it doesn't. It's okay. But I looked at her and I said, you know what? I'll give this a try. I'm not gonna do eHarmony. I'm not at that stage. But I said, all right, Match.com, let's do this. And they had a promo, and I said, all right, I'll take this bet. It said, oh God, eHarmony, I should sue them. That'd be great. That'd be great. I would just say, yeah, this is what you did, dude. Thanks, bro. But they had this promo when they first kind of came out, saying guaranteed to find love within 6 months and delete your profile or something like that, or 100% refund. I said, all right, cool, I'll take that bet. It was $100. I said, whoa, it's kind of a lot to gamble on. I've never paid for a dating site or anything. I've always done the free and just, yeah, here you go, here's a couple swipes, I'll be good. And oh wow, within, I want to say, maybe about a week of being on there, maybe 2 weeks. No, actually, now I think about it, maybe it was about a month. Maybe about a month. Let's be conservative. About a month. I had some good matches, and a lot of the women that I was matching with, they looked the same that I've dated before. Very pretty, and just dangerous because they were too sweet. Just kind of looking at them, saying, what are you about? I think I know. And there was this one woman. She was not my type, because at this point, my type was still very pretty, and that's adjustable for everyone, right? But pretty, very pretty, and very sweet. That was my downfall, maybe, I don't know. But this woman, she wasn't innocent looking. She was gorgeous in my eyes. She was beautiful, very, very beautiful. When I looked at her picture, it was different, because it wasn't about glam. It wasn't about, look at what I got. It wasn't, here's my purse. It wasn't, in front of her car that's a Mercedes or anything like that. But it was her nature, natural look, and just some other stuff that it threw me off. But I swiped on her and I said, yeah, she probably won't even match with me. But at that time I was like, I want to hit it. And I swiped on her profile, and I think she's learning. No, she's got a kid in the back. I was thinking maybe this woman's learning how to drive a Tesla. Those cars are weird. I look like a brand new driver driving a Tesla. This one chick told me to go move her car, and she just said, hey, just let off the gas and that's a brake. I said, what? Anyways, that's a side story, squirrel moment. But I said I wanted to hit it, and I had this mentality of just, all right, thinking with the lower part, first. And we ended up matching. We matched, took her out on a date, and I thought we had a great time. We had a great relationship for a few months, and this is where motherly qualities for me now have changed. For me, motherly qualities, is not thinking necessarily about the physical right away. Granted, I got to be attracted to a woman still, right? But motherly qualities is I like to observe who I'm talking to. It's all right. if I'm able to be physically around them, to get to know them first before I initiate anything, I like to see, all right, if a kid comes around them, how do they act? How do they respond? Do they just say, and kind of, backtrack and say, go find mama and dada or whatever? Or do they just say, hey, you lost? What are you doing? And stuff like that. Also, I like to listen to where the conversation's going. When a woman's talking to me, does it kind of lead toward family? Does it lead toward faith? Does it lead toward all these avenues of building together? And that attracts me quite a lot nowadays. But it's crazy. It's crazy because I realize a lot that the woman that I was with, I've never been married. I'm thankful that I'm not on child support. That makes things a lot easier. We have an understanding though, because technically, I will be used as a bank at one point, maybe several points, and I'm excited for that actually. The way I look at it is, my relationship with her didn't end it ended the way I wanted it to, because it ended, but it didn't continue the way I wanted it to. And because I chose to sleep with that woman, have as much fun with her as possible, and I decided not to get to know her before before I chose to do the things that I did, inside her and whatnot. She deserves everything from me, as long as it pertains to our daughter. And even if it doesn't, for me, the way I look at it is, my daughter has two parents right now, and she has her biological dad, me. So if they need money, or if they need my help in any way, then I need to make sure that I'm stable enough in all aspects of my life to be able to do that. Because if they're able to have a stable relationship, have a stable marriage, and not ever need me, great, amazing. But if things become rocky and they say, hey, I need you to, watch your daughter, for this amount of time, amazing, because that's actually what I want. That'd be great. But also, if they say, look, I need some money, why? Well, it's for your daughter. And the communication that we have isn't to this point yet, but the way I'm preparing myself is to think outside, at the bigger picture for my daughter. And so I would get to the point, and if they were a little low on their mortgage, or I don't know, I think they have a house together, I don't know if they're renting or whatnot, I'm not entitled to know that, but mortgage, renting, whatever they're doing, if they're behind and that puts strain on them, then I'm going to help them out. Because as it sits right now, I found out my daughter is mine when she was 3 years old. And my daughter has known this man, I don't know, maybe since she was born. That would really irritate me. But thinking about when they got together aggravates me beyond no end. And I have to let that go. Because I made this choice. But keeping them together, keeping them, happy and healthy, if that's what I'm called to do, that's what they deserve. So I made that choice. I made that choice, and so I will be used for a bank. You know, when my daughter needs a car, I'm gonna buy her a car. When she, they need to go to school, or they want to do, anything cool. Here you go, I'll help out. What do you guys need? How much? How can I support you guys? If they need. My ex has made it abundantly clear that she doesn't need my help at all, doesn't want my help. It's one of those situations where it's a blessing and a curse at the same time, because I never wanted this. I never wanted this situation at all. I would have been fine. Well, that's a lie. I wouldn't have been fine, but I would have been a lot more understanding if we had communication that this is completely done for these reasons, or this and that, or no, I just thought you were just a F boy, and I was just using you for one thing, and this and that, and she decided, and told me that, she wants to go back to some guy from high school or whatever. Cool, all right, I could take the truth. I could take honesty above everything. But it is what it is. And so, knowing all this, right? It's not the way. It's not the way. I should have talked to her, really understood her as a person and an individual first, before I started sleeping with her. At least use protection personally. And nowadays it's messed me up to a point. God, I feel like there's something crawling on me, like a spider or something. Oh well. But like a protection or something. And nowadays I just don't even want, well, that's not completely true. I do want to be physical with someone, but this has left me in a place where I needed to rapidly change in a lot of different aspects if I want to pursue a certain goal. And my goal really hasn't changed. It's shifted every year since I hit 20 or 21. Wanting to start a family has gotten more intense and more intense every single year. Not necessarily focusing all my willpower on let's do this, right, and start a family, but just something inside me just says, all right, you're getting older. It's, these achievements have been hit, marked, done, accomplished, whatever you want to call it. It's time to start, before it gets too late. And now at this point, just to be honest, to be physical with a woman would be amazing. I do like it, but it's very scary. It's very scary because I can't allow myself to ever go through this again. If it happens again, okay. I can't make sure 100% that I'll never be in this situation again. But there's a lot of things that I can do to prevent it, or at least decrease the probability of this, me going through this ever again, is to the minimum. And how I found that out is the closer I get to God, the more I read my Bible, the more service that I put myself into, the more work that I throw myself into, keeps me distracted enough from worrying about how do I have fun. A major part of my life has been, how do I have fun? How do I get success with having fun, um, physical, non-physical. For me, I've never really been one to go out and party. If I get invited out, I show up and I'm the life of the party. Cool. Every once in a while, plan something out, text everyone, be like, hey, let's do this. My house, your house, if you want to host, I'll bring some bomb food. Let's play darts. Let's go drink. Let's go do this. Blah blah. Something more of a controlled environment, but fun, right? And now, nothing interests me. Nothing at all whatsoever. I lost a lot of interest in my career. I lost interest in technology. And that was that's a big one for me because I'm I can edit videos professionally, just do all kinds of stuff. I love computers. One of my first degrees was my first degree was in IT, and I love computers, coding, all this stuff, right? I lost control of my finances. And granted, that was myself. That was no one affecting it other than me going crazy and just saying, you know what? I don't care. I don't care. and so now I'm, building it back up. It's great. I lost control of a lot of different things in my life. Knowing and unknowing. I lost passion in a lot of things as well. The activities. I used to really enjoy building drones, building remote control airplanes, flying those, snowboarding, skateboarding. I did a lot of stuff, barbecuing, working on my house, working on the yard. A lot of stuff that I really love doing. I've lost passion to do any of it. Nowadays it's weird because I fill my days up. Right now it's at a weird spot because I walked out of my job a few weeks ago and I said, nah, you guys ain't gonna treat me like that. If you guys want to keep cutting my hours, it seems like you don't want me to work. I'll go get other work. So I went from walking out of my job to now having 3 jobs, if you don't count what I'm doing on here, right? And I'm about to start all 3 of them this coming up week. Tomorrow, doing the security, and then this week, and I'll be working 7 days a week, which is fun. That'll be cool. But 7 days a week, I'll be doing goldsmithing. Got everything worked out with my company I walked out on. They guaranteed me a certain number of days, and allowed me to pick my own schedule, my own days off, this and that. But a large portion of it is me just sitting there because I was required to do a certain number of jobs a day, and then once I was done with that, then go home. And I was just like, look guys, all right, whatever. So now I'm too good for my job sometimes, and I just can't sit there. I get bored. I don't watch YouTube. If I am on YouTube, it's scripture, it's Bible stuff. It freaks me out sometimes too because it's intense filling your day up with scripture all day long. I'm not the perfect practicing Christian, right? But getting better and better. So I've lost passion for a lot of things. I wake up, I go to work. I'm not even excited to go to work anymore. For the last 10 or 11, oh shit, it'll be like 12 years actually. Wow. For the last like 11, 12 years, I woke up every single day. And this is what people didn't get or understand. It was, for me, it just made perfect sense because I picked a career I loved. I said, I play with gold and diamonds. How can I not love what I do? I make things that people buy, and they're luxury items, and they're expensive. They're cool. Setting a big diamond, into a ring, and then bringing it out and then just seeing the reaction or the smile on the lady's face, and her saying, "Oh my God, it's beautiful." That one of the best feelings in the world. Or even better too, is like when the guy comes in, picks out the ring, blah blah, and then they come in, and then the lady picks out the diamond, says, "I want that diamond," and then we grab it. I set a 3 carat in, 4 carat in, and I give it to him. I'm like, "You earned it, congratulations." It's just one of the most beautiful things, and it brought me so much joy. I don't ever get recognition in what I do, but the joy that it brings me personally, knowing that if it wasn't for me, granted someone else would do it, right? But if it wasn't for me, there would be a whole lot of marriages out there that didn't get really, really good, let's see, how do I put this into terms? They wouldn't have got the work that they deserve for their marriage and proposal, because I put my love in every single piece that I produced. Every diamond that I set had so much love in it. I put so much pressure on myself to make sure that it was perfect, that it was completely secure, that it was the best that I had ever done to that point, or even better. And I just I put so much love into everything, and not even not even wedding sets or anything, right? Every piece of jewelry that I'd work on, I put the same passion in, or close to the same passion, right? Let's be honest. But I enjoyed waking up, going to work, and saying this. I can't believe I have this career. It's amazing. Now I wake up and I say, wow, okay, it's not challenging anymore. I'm too good. I'm too, not to be boastful, but I'm too good at this point to be where I'm at. It's not a challenge. Yeah, my job is still very stressful. I have to be very creative every single day, but I've hit a point to where not many people can do the things that I do. Some people could probably do things quicker. Some people could probably do things better quality. But in the long run, no one can. There's such a small percentage of people that can do the things that I do without failure. I don't ever say no. That every job I can do, even if I don't think that if it's something I've never done before, yeah, I can do it. How long do you need? Give me an hour. And I get it done. Sometimes I don't even know. It's just by the grace of God that I get it done. And I walk out, I'm like, whoa, today was rough, boys. But it's the career I picked. I picked this career because I knew that there was an unlimited earning potential. I knew that if I worked really, really hard and I got to the point that I'm at now, it would allow me to be as free or work as hard as I needed to for a family. So if my wife ever needed me to stay home for a few days, done. Our bills are covered. Fine, no worries. If we needed more money, cool. All right, I'll work 6 days. That'll be a lot of money at the end of the month. Don't worry. I'll work 7 days, whatever. And so I'm just at this point where nothing interests me. So what I've done is I've filled my time up with multiple jobs, to get me back up to about between 110 to 120 hours every 2 weeks. That's like what, 60, 70 hours a week or something. And then a couple of different companies, so that way I can safeguard my income. because where I do live is very expensive. Everything is pretty high, so that puts a lot of stress on me. But I've realized throughout this whole process that and it's not done yet. I can't say that I am done, I'm completed. This is a rambling video, right? And there will be more to come. But all of this lays on my shoulders. I truly do know, and this is just me guessing. This is not confirmed. My ex probably will never tell me, everything or whatnot. I think that bridge is sailed for our communication, and I don't want to come in between their marriage, even though I do. Yeah, for me, I still think there's time to save my daughter. I just want to rip her away, and just hit the reset button, and just say, hey, yeah, you're right. I was broken. I probably was exactly what you thought, but and this and that. But it's not healthy. It's not healthy. I say that to say this. I've realized this whole time, or up to this point, that I'm in this situation because I didn't live by my standards. I let them go. And to be honest, I forced this family. I forced this family on her. She probably had a part as well too. I think she wanted it as well. She saw a young man, or a younger man that had, she throws it in my face, oh, you're a hot shot now. But that had a really good future, with good earning potential, had a lot of goals and stuff, and was attractive, and very very open to be physical with her, and I think we both have parts to play in this. I personally do, because my personal belief is she wanted a baby. I think she personally knew. Age is a factor, and she was getting older, and she had a really good opportunity to secure herself in a few different ways, thanks to me. But to be honest, it's all my fault. If I didn't want to be in this situation or this position, I should have been a man of God. It's true. I would have had more discernment. I would have had better vetting skills. We might still be together. We might still would have been dating. Just all kinds of different possibilities if I was a man of God, honestly. But the way that things ended, they ended, and I have no one to blame but me. And if things were that important to me, I would have been a man of God. And if I was a man of God, I would have had my eyes open to see that, hey, this is going sideways. And even though we were going through that split up because of an argument over a garage. We split up because of a garage. I would have manned up and fought for at least communication. I gave up I at the time I didn't think I gave up. I just, for me, I had been hurt by so many women before because I picked the wrong ones. I led with lust a lot, and just said, all right, yeah, this one will be a good mom because she was hot. Had no other qualities other than she was hot, you know, and then listened. And when I say listen, not like you do this, but you know, when we would talk, just all right, cool. So, you know, that is what it is. You know, motherly qualities nowadays for me looks different. Career-wise, I don't know what's around the corner for me. Every day, or almost actually every day at this point, to be honest, is a struggle. It's a struggle for happiness. Overall, I'm satisfied with so many things. I'm at this point where I've hit all my goals in life. That's such an oxymoron too. I hit all my goals in life. I hit all my milestones that I wanted to achieve. And I've hit them quicker than I thought that I ever would. What I never planned on is to be in the situation where all I want to do is be around my daughter and get to know her and feed her pizza and ice cream. I keep bringing that up. She's just like me. I love pizza. Can't eat pizza. I ate pizza today though. So, you know, it's just it's sad. It's sad. What I'm going through right now, I don't wish this upon anybody, man or woman. I don't. It's just by the grace of God that I haven't given up. I haven't given up. There's been a couple of times where I've come close that I get so down on myself. You know, I see everything now. I see everything. I say, I should have done this, I should have done that. You know, if I was this type of man, if I was, you know, if I communicated more, you know, if I listened better, you know, if I understood better, if I got to know someone better, you know, this and that. Just, you know, and then with work, you know, I just, you know, I get myself even more down. I say, well, all right, I'm guaranteed a certain number of days here. Even if I don't have work, I can just sit there and earn my money. That's a blessing. That's a huge blessing, to be guaranteed money, just to sit there, even if there's no work, you know, and all this stuff, and you know, just to work for a company where they really love you and appreciate you too. You know, I just have no passion for that. You know, I need a challenge. I need something to make me feel good. I need something that makes me feel in need. And at this point, everything that I had put my identity into, of that I need to work toward, that would also give me you know, a sense of being needed, has gone, has fled from my life, and everything all at once. So this is something I don't wish on anyone. I don't wish upon anyone at all whatsoever. Leading with lust in a relationship, it's fun. It's fun when you're lucky. And I've been lucky, and this is probably my karma, or whatever you want to call it, right? Because I've told a lot of people this. I've been really lucky up to this point. I've been really lucky up to this point. Yep. Nope. I've been really lucky, and then boom, I get hit in the worst way. God is good. God is good. But for me, I'm appreciative of what God's done in my life, because I think that God, he saw me growing up, and he saw how hurt and broken I was, and how rough my life was growing up since I was a kid. And that's why he never left me. He's always been close. He's given me a lot of things that most people don't have, so that way I can feel better about myself, even though I've been alone a large portion of my life. You know, he's blessed me with a lot of talents. He's blessed me with, you know, the ability to pick up things really quickly, learn quickly. He's blessed me with, you know, a certain level of intelligence. He's blessed me with certain looks, you know, a certain lifestyle, a certain career, certain financial status, this and that. He blessed me in a lot of different ways. He's blessed me with beautiful women in my life, you know, and a lot of different things to keep me happy. But I think also God said, all right, he needs help though. I need to do something to bring him back to me before he's too far gone, to where he won't ever want to come back. He will never ask for my name again. Because I was getting to that point. You know, this 3 years ago, when I was told that my daughter was not mine, that my ex got pregnant by someone else, that was rough. It was rough, and I gave up on God. But, you know, God said, all right, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to bring her back into his life to break him down, so that way he runs to me. He doesn't just walk to me. You know, he doesn't just say, huh, what's that place that I want to go to? You know, what's that called again? Heaven? No, he said, all right, I'm going to break this man down, and he's going to come running to me. He's going to come running to me, so that way I can fix him. Because for me personally, I'm not a quitter. God didn't make a quitter. He didn't. Yeah, I might stop, I might slow down, I might mess up, and I might revert back to some of my old things, but the hunger has not died. It just fuels my fire more and more when I mess up, to be better, to be stronger. And it makes me want to run to him even faster, stronger, harder, whatever you want to call it. And it feels good. It hurts a lot, because I see a lot of stuff that I still need to fix personally. And but I'm 1,000 times better than I was 7-8 months ago, and that hasn't been through my help alone. I've been guided significantly and been shown what I need to do if I'm gonna get what I want, because I do believe that God's plan is for me to have a family, to see my child get born, to hold my child and my daughter, you know, and be able to experience that part of life. And so it's crazy. It's crazy. I really urge people that, you know, you don't have to be a Christian or anything like that. I don't care what you believe in, but sleeping with someone, at least before really getting to know what they want long term, how they were raised, what their beliefs are, and, you know, how you were raised, what your beliefs are, and seeing if that matches up on, can I take this woman seriously long term, and vice versa. I believe that's very, very important for a lot of people, for everyone actually, because it'll prevent people being in the situation that I'm in. It's not fun. It's very hard to deal with. It's a constant struggle as of right now. One day it won't be, or maybe it won't be as hard. I don't know. I have no idea what God's plan is, but I do know that being in this situation is very dangerous for a man. It's very hurtful for a woman as well too. I'm sure of that. And I've never wanted to hurt a woman, but I see clearly that because I wasn't a man of God, me not fighting for our family, even though we weren't married, me not fighting for my family probably hurt my ex in the worst way possible. And I'm very glad that she found a man and got married, even though it destroyed me in multiple ways. It's nothing I can't fix with the power of God and faith, and just working on how to become better each and every day, how to work toward the kingdom, so that way I don't just believe, that way I know for a fact beyond reasonable doubt that I'm in heaven, that that I'm around my brothers and sisters in this fight, and that's good for me. Anything else that comes, I've picked my life path. God blessed me with a daughter, with a child. It's not how I wanted it, but I asked, I prayed, I told God several times, almost every single night, I want a family, give me a daughter, give me a daughter, and give me a son, just all this stuff. Give me someone that loves me. And he did, but I let him down, and that's where I'm coming to, is lead with aspirations, but be discerning enough to know if two people line up completely, so that way a child doesn't come into this world without a solid future. Not saying that future won't be solid, but it makes it a whole lot easier on both individuals, and will most likely prevent everyone from splitting up. So anyways, at this point, I'm super rambling. I'ma go. It's getting late. I start my other job tomorrow. I'm gonna be up till like 3 in the morning working, and then going to bed early. Like early in the morning, and waking up early. That'll be fun. Well, here goes to yeah, from here on out, probably 6 hours of sleep a day, maybe 5 hours of sleep a day. That's better than 7, or it's worse than 7, but yeah, anyways. I'm going crazy. I worked out, I'm all tired. Like I said, I had pizza, so I ended up going to the gym, working out twice as hard, and then decided to make this video so I could post something. Anyways, hopefully you guys got something out of it. Don't be like me, be like me. I don't know, I don't care. Actually, I do care. That was a lie. I do care. I want the best for everybody, and just don't make the mistakes that I made. Date with purpose. Don't destroy women, and if you don't destroy women, then God looks greatly upon that, and he blesses us. He blesses us with amazing women. He does. He really, really does. So, take that for what it's worth. Apply it in your life if you want to. Don't let it form your way of thought, because I'm just a guy babbling on about how he messed up in life. So anyways, you guys enjoy your weekend, stay safe, and be sexy.